luck be a lady tonight.
Добрый вечер, дорогие друзья. Как вы понимаете, меня слышно на среднем уровне, да? Чтобы меня было слышно лучше, а потом и артиста, да? Я к каждому из вас подходила и показывала, как работают наушники. Кто не понял, я готова еще раз подойти и подсказать, у кого что-то не получится. Но мы очень рады приветствовать вас в Сан-кафе «Лады». Да? Меня зовут Анастасия, я арт-директор этого клуба. И с огромным удовольствием хочу вам представить сегодняшнего артиста. У нас впервые на нашей сцене PATTERSON, Новая Зеландия. И сегодня будет жарко. Давайте приветствовать. Встречаем аплодисментами.
I would not worship sport. They threw their chains around me, made me take rugby vows, and swear an oath on tennis court. I would not worship sport. They would hear no good of me. I had condemned my soul because I could not bat or bowl. With the legend of laziness dogging his days, he was every school's dream of a kid to haze. Made him swim in the mud and they pissed on his books. Something about the way he looks, but I've seen cricketers, and they were thwarted in their prime. Their passions came to naught, led to believe that sport was crime by wives who would not worship sport and only worship money. And now they've all lost out. I will not watch the news report, because the newsreader beat up my friends after class, and the local MP used to kick my ass. In the midst of the scrum at the school of hard knocks, like to think outside the box. I would not worship sport. They threw their chains around me, made me take rugby vows, and swear an oath on tennis court. I would not worship sport. They would hear no good of me. I had condemned my soul because I could not bat or bowl. With the legend of laziness dogging his days, it was every school's dream of a kid to haze. Made him swim in the mud and they pissed on his books. Something about the way he looks. I would not worship sport. I would not worship sport. Anniversary I'm always dreading, 'cause I don't know the year I was born in. Anniversary, is it a wedding? Go without me for I won't be drawn in. Is it calico or bone? Will I spend the entire year alone? Fit for an emperor, king or a pharaoh? I would change all this gold to return to year zero. Anniversary, I'm always waiting for the bells drew a tide of that shining. Every year brings a new style of hazing, and the dates are so cruel with that timing. Is Is it paper, pile, or lace? Do the numbers fill an empty space? Blows out a candle if he spits far. 83 means a second bar mitzvah. Anniversary darkness is spreading, but I'm wheeled out to prove life's eternal. Anniversary I'm always dreading, as a gateway to suffering infernal. As a tear appeared in every eye, tributes parting from the man who watched my brother die. But next birthday, pull a fast one by outliving them all, and I swear this will not be the last one. Don't want your slimy love, don't want your curses either. Pick one of the above. There is no box for neither, playing multi-lose. I'm not the animal that person does your bidding, all the domestic chores. I thought that you were kidding, opening old sores. So dump me in the sludge lagoons, it's really gonna happen soon. And leave me in the sewage ponds, you know that's where I belong. There's rocks to weigh me down. Along the airport road, you stopped and told me get out. You never even showed a sign that there was something to be sad about. The car had sped away before I found an insult out in the countryside, round where the urban excrement gets purified. So dump me in the sludge lagoons, it's really gonna happen soon. And leave me in the sewage ponds, you know that that's where I belong. There's rocks to weigh me down. Before I made the plunge, I wondered, was it my fault? No time to think back now. I filled my pockets and I gradually sank down. So dump me in the sludge lagoons, it's really gonna happen soon. And leave me in the sewage ponds, you know that's where I belong. There's rocks to weigh me down. These rocks weigh me down. These rocks weigh me down. These rocks weigh me down. They don't make them like that anymore. Oh, he's a hard case at his place. Rest assured you won't be bored. No, they don't make them like that anymore. Oh, he's a real maid, damn straight. He's solid gold once you've joined his fold. And he's old and he's wise, but I've seen the madness lurking in his eyes. With his dogs and his wine, they can't hide the fear behind that healthy shine. They don't make them like that anymore. We used to run wild, they're so mild they can't be late for work. No, they don't make them like that anymore. The liquor's flowing, it's glowing, a beacon in the mud. And he's old and wise, but I've seen the madness lurking in his eyes. With his dogs and his wine, they can't hide the fear behind that healthy shine. No, they don't make them like that anymore. No drinking, swearing, carrying the Puritans back. No, they don't make them like that anymore. But start your praying, they're saying he's coming to attack. With his dogs and his wine, they can't hide the fear behind that healthy shine. And he's old and he's wise, but I've seen the madness lurking in his eyes. Следующая песня называется «No». No from you is worth 100 yeses from 10 others. I wouldn't trade your freedom for that clumsy tethers, but you'll never know. No, that's what you never said. I never bothered asking a word to burst from you if I'd popped the question, but you'll never know. But at least I can think back to the night you were 100 songs I wouldn't need to write. If I've been bashing my head against 100 walls, I'm forced to say that it was my fault after all that stalling, never got a chance to hear you calling. No, from you is worth 100 yeses from 10 others. I wouldn't trade your freedom for that clumsy tethers, but you'll never know, you'll never know. How many shades of indigo are you prepared to show? We've seen your lilac, mauve and violet. You can come up, but then where do you go? Keep planning, but you don't really know. I have my own ideas, but I keep silent. We've all been so homogenized, just a mixture of lies and fawning eyes. There's no one here you recognize. This faking is more than a disguise. It's our substitute for love. The minutes of your activist club, you lost them in the pub. They float away on a tide of cider. You delicately snub your former friends who'd love to drub you. And it's nice to know that you're not an outsider. We've all been so homogenized, just a mixture of lies and fawning eyes. There's no one here you recognize. This faking is more than a disguise. It's our substitute for love. Getting all excited about nothing real. Do you wonder how the others feel? They sit and think, what can we do to spite her? We've all been so homogenized, just a mixture of lies and fawning eyes. There's no one here you recognize. This faking is more than a disguise. It's our substitute for love. It's our substitute for love. It's our substitute for love. Следующая песня называется «Шевон». Ирландское имя такое. When I first saw your name at primary, I thought your letters could spell eternity. Almost put me off learning the alphabet. That our teacher told us the history of how the English made your name a felony. Not the sort of thing patriots can forget. With famine and sword and legality, they sent our ancestors roaming the seven seas, forced to leave at the point of a bayonet. Long before the dawn, they'll come for you, Siobhan. Long before the dawn, they'll come for you, Siobhan. We have nothing to fear from the bourgeoisie, because they know that their will is as strong as tea, though they find our behavior feverish. Our fighters and bards left them in the dust, but the swords are now sheathed and are thick with rust, while our literary giants write gibberish. Long before the dawn, they came for you, Siobhan. Long before the dawn, they came for you, Siobhan. Следующая песня называется «А можно воды?» Следующая песня называется «Bună dimineața». Доброе утро по-румынски. Bună dimineața is the way you say good morning in Romanian. Bună dimineața is a useful phrase to taunt and haze the alien. I won't be despised for vowels being too flat. No English for me, I'm crossing the sea, I'm finished with that. Bună dimineața is the way you say good morning in Romanian. Bună dimineața is a useful phrase to chant and haze the alien. This union looks tight, you'd squeezy old teen. It partied too hard, and now it's been barred from the serious scene. So, bună dimineața is the way you say good morning in Romanian. With the League of Nations, where does Woodrow Wilson think that he is taking us? Buona dominiazza is the way you say good morning in Romanian. I wouldn't bother with you as just a friend, but any sly intention would probably end it. What the hell am I supposed to do then? I sidestep and pretend, waiting for the goddess to descend. Waiting for the goddess to descend. Once paper mache godheads with a match from above, solving such sordid problems as cash flow and love. But now that there's nothing or nowhere for the audience to spend, waiting for the goddess to descend. Waiting for the goddess to descend. I have gone through the ritual, I've done all I can, laid out the lines and candles according to plan. Now I must sit here in silence, hoping that soon this will end, waiting for the goddess to descend. Waiting for the goddess to descend. I had overdrawn my credit of respect in the city of nails, but all the same I didn't suspect that they would ship me up to old North Wales when I'm out with no more secrets to protect. So the soul sets its prices you cannot control. Find a goal, you could look for it here in this bowl. I wandered from the valleys to the mounts, shot of money and vows, when a girl's name few mortals could pronounce said when the thunder growls, then you know that it's time to get ready to go. Things will flow when you sample the flowers that grow. Said, take me to the Stadtwald where I will strum my groove. We'll reenact the Liebestag if we can find a booth. We'll crash a teenage festival, relive our muddy youth. Why we didn't meet back then, we'll never know the truth. The soul sets its prices you cannot control. Things will flow when you sample the flowers that grow. Take me to the Stadtwald where I will strum my groove. Reenact the Liebestag if we can find a booth. live in the piano of the Baltimore chanteurs. I'll handle the staccato if you help me with the slurs. Słyszeć pieśń Polish Spy, polski szpion. This neighborhood's getting weird. Almost everyone wears a beard. Wasn't like that when I was young. There's this guy who moved next door. Isn't from around here, I'm sure. Had him speaking a funny tongue. Rang the police the other day. I don't like a suspicious way. What does he do on his fishing boat? Is there a camera inside that float? What about his strange glass eye? Must be a Polish spy. The maid who works at the drink and go sells some vodka made of buffalo. Saw the label with a shaggy beast. His custom keeps a star in the black. A Polish friend likes to knock it back. Says he used to be a Catholic priest. Had some commotion, so I called the cops. Don't think I'll go to bed until it stops. I write a letter to the Polish king to put an end to this hammering. Be sure to find it a huge surprise to hear this country is full of Polish spies. I love the law. Люблю закон. I love the law. If you ask me, I said, wow, what for? When you've been working, you said you don't need a reason. I'm simply sure it made me sore. Think you're working there forever, pa. Time to buy out the people that I used to slave for in the hardware store. I never understood how this great nation was built on countless tomes of loopy legislation. But now I finally found my true vocation. I'm learning them by heart. I love the law. I love the law. If you ask me, I said, why, what for? Now you've been working this hard, you don't need a reason. I'm simply sure the Father gave my father's swore that I'll win this one, there'll be war. And I adopt a sporting spirit every time I throw those robes on and take the floor. No, I don't need the kind of education that breeds that unemployed and erudite frustration. Strange how the most strident social critic will usually be society's most parasitic. Ought to be a law against them all. I love the law. If you ask me, I said, why, what for? When you've been working this hard, you don't need a reason. I'm simply sure I love the law. I'll fight this case with you with tooth and claw. That if you lose, then you can go and rot in prison, 'cause that's the law. I never understood how this great nation was built on heartless tomes of loopy legislation. But now I finally found my true vocation. I'm learning them by heart. I love the law. I love the law. If you ask me, but why, what for? When you've been working, they said you need a reason. I'm simply sure. I love the law. If you ask me, but why, what for? When you've been working, they said you need a reason. I'm simply sure. I love the law. I love the law. Idle hands. Depressing times in depressing countries. You got bored, then you got angry. But changing the name of your nation is easier than changing your medication. You meet him on Saturday night. By Tuesday you can't stand the sight of him. He says he's sure he understands. Oh, what will he do with those idle hands? Idle hands tugging on a loose thread. Idle hands biting off your nails. Idle hands tugging on a loose thread. Tugging on a loose thread, biting off your nails. Drumming out a patriotic love song on the bathroom rails. For the partisans who hang themselves in jail, welcome on board and here's your benefit. You can't get a job, you're discouraged from doing it. It makes you sound, makes you sneer at everyone who think that you've been like this all your life long. We treat our immigrants so well, show them that bottom is another kind of hell. So you go to nightclubs and you hear atrocious bands. Oh, what do they do with those idle hands? Those idle hands taking up smoking. Idle hands taking out your hat. Idle hands taking up smoking. Taking up smoking, taking out your hair, tracing out the names of children in the air, whose stats save them from this kind of despair. Depressing times in depressing countries. You got bored there, you got angry. How you should fill your days you can't decide. There is no choice but to be idle. Tugging on a loose thread, biting off your nails, drumming out a patriotic love song on the bathroom rail. For the partisans who hang themselves in jail. For the partisans who hang themselves in jail. For the partisans who hang themselves in jail. Sad in management. Песня The Manager про менеджмент. He said he'd manage, said he'd hold it all together. Now he's hanging from the end of his tether. He's our soul king. He's barely coping 'cause he can't manage this and he can't manage that. They've put him in charge and they've passed him the hat. Oh, the devil's a charmer, a suave dapper gent, and his watchword is management. Highly successful, don't share their habits with the masses. They vent their heart out, but they conserve their noble gases. Now he's learning the lessons that he didn't get from the lectures for his MBA, 'cause they didn't prepare him to work here today. Oh, the devil's a charmer, a suave dapper gent, and his watchword is management. Oh, 'cause he can't manage this and he can't manage that, and they've put him in charge and they've passed him the hat. Oh, the devil's a charmer, a suave dapper gent, and his watchword is management. Sit down. Can't fool me with those dragon bones you dug up in the park. Beasts that failed the phase control to get into the ark. Noah said you're tough enough to face the flood alone. So go back to your drawing board and take your dragon bones. Say that it means you got a monkey in my jeans. Don't know what it means, you got a monkey in my jeans. You address the lecture hall, disproving God's design. You say we are descended from a nasty sort of brine. Chilling world, you've made yourself strange gods to which you stoop. So go and kiss your dinosaurs, sing carols to your soup. Think you know what it means, you got a monkey in your jeans. Don't know what it means, there ain't a monkey in my jeans. Every generation some new heretic appears. Time goes by and his becomes a voice that no one hears. Only need one good book to dispel our doubts and fears. Must be doing something right to last 6,000 years. Say that it means you got a monkey in your jeans. No, I don't know what it means. There ain't a monkey in my jeans. They like nothing, and they come round to your house to make sure you like nothing too. They despise slacking always making sure that you've got lots of chores to do. In the golden age of mind control, when they clip your wings and they slash your soul, they prescribe, thinking if they catch you sitting still, you'll get a number in their book. Those cold eyes watching, they can take the measure of your spirit with a single look. In the golden age of mind control, when they clip your wing and they slash your soul, they like nothing. They hung onto your house to make sure you like nothing too. They despise slacking, and they're always making sure that you've got lots of chores to do. In the golden age of mind control, when they clip your wings and they slash your soul, in the golden age of mind control. Her suitors come and go, they come and go. They make the same mistakes, for they do not know. They all have too much life. Her idle partner wears a robe and holds a scythe, 'cause she's in love with death. It's all she wants to know. It's all she thinks about. It's all she dreams about. Her dates, think chocolates or flowers. The opera, Macbeth, all crystal meth. No use when she's in love with death. Her parents wonder what they're doing wrong. She's always writing those depressing songs when they're the ones with woes. Their losing stock is down and down the market goes. Now they're in love with death. It's all they think about. It's all they talk about. It's all they dream about. They've got the sleeping pills prepared from visits by the bank. They're feeling short of breath. Now they're in love with death. Oh, what in your ear, darling? Don't go night clubbing. Keep the dress on the hanger, stay sane. Don't waste yourself again. A night in a lovely town where you can sing in a monotone. Stay at home and hit the high notes and fall asleep between the eyes. You are flailing on the wrong side of 18 years. Dumb adulthood that stomps and tears. You are flailing with these men who would love to swipe you, but you can't keep old times alive. You're failing. Back in the days when you loved your sport, sweet 16 and never been caught, still knew that the years ahead would render every passion dead. As you look across Simon Street, you can only be filled with hate. Same places 4 years gone, and shoulder are you hanging on? You are flailing on the wrong side of 18 years. Dumb adulthood that stomps and tears. You are flailing with these men who would love to swipe you, but you can't keep old times alive. And I say good luck to them, 'cause you could have outsung them. And I say good luck to them, 'cause you could have deafened them. You are flailing, dumb adulthood, stomps and tears on the wrong side of 18 years. You are flailing, but you can't keep old times alive. With these men who would love to swim, you're failing. Oh, what in your ear, darling? Don't go night clubbing. Thought that I would do the decent thing that morning, tell the man in church who I'd spent my youth. There's never any harm in telling them the truth. The day before I'd seen an ad on television, they were holding a criminal amnesty. Anyone who owned up this week would go free. Head down to the Ministry of Truth, Ministry of Truth. You can find out if anybody's lying. Head down the Ministry of Truth, Ministry of Truth. You can find out where everybody's lying. Had to take my pills and puff on my inhaler. Couldn't think or sit and wait patiently. Didn't want to fill out the form in front of me. Salmon aiming full at the end of the red farm, salmon aiming full at the top of the green. Saw my letters come up on the screen. Head down to the Ministry of Truth, Ministry of Truth. You can find out if anybody's lying. Head down to the Ministry of Truth, Ministry of Truth. You can find out where everybody's lying. They said we're sorry, but we have to make up the numbers, so we've got another form for you to sign. 1,000 looks better than 999. So I ticked the box that said injection and crossed out the box that said the chair. Whichever one I didn't really care. Head down to the Ministry of Truth, Ministry of Truth. You can find out if anybody's lying. Head down to the Ministry of Truth, Ministry of Truth. You can find out where everybody's lying. Carpet reeked of rot. There was a flood here once. Freezing winter, there's no central heating. Rooms are thick with dust, the windows cracked, the hinges rusty. This you call the palace of your kingdom. It's dark in there, why are you so grim, dear? Iron grip leaves bruises on my arm. It's dark in there, but do you swear right through me? You swore an oath you would not do me harm, would not do me harm. Took my father's land and made us destitute. Said your home could use a woman's hand. Put me in a well, I'd be a servant, not your prostitute. Took me as your wife, the worst of both worlds. It's dark in there, why are you so grim, dear? Your iron grip leaves bruises on my arm. It's dark in there, why do you stare right through me? You swore an oath you would not do me harm, would not do me harm. The house of work is done, cleaned every room that I could open. There's only one whose key I couldn't find. Spot alone, I found the key eventually. Matter I were born deaf, dumb, and blind. It's dark in there, why are you so grim, dear? Your iron grip leaves bruises on my arm. It's dark in there, why do you stare right through me? You swore an oath you would not do me harm, would not do me harm. Don't hit me, oh don't hit me, don't hit me, no. Don't hit me, oh don't hit me, don't hit me, no. Спасибо. Следующая песня называется «More Beer». Caring, loving, generous meets leering, barring, lecherous, and keeps her up all night, saying it doesn't matter if the chemistry is wrong when the biology is right. Hearing boring lecturers rings up the dial a day. Oh, 900 times he saw the soulmate. He sits in the bar and rubs his blurry eyes. He pulls out his wallet and raucously cries. More beer to help the hardest memories soften. More beer, more good to take into your coffin. More beer, more hopeless waiting. More beer, more gruesome dating. More beer, more beer. She doesn't have to be clever or exciting. What happened to that girl at school who sat at the back of the class and had neat handwriting? Those dates turn up alright, always seem to disappear. No one's ever stayed to watch him drink his final beer. He stays on the bar stool and wonders where she's gone. He orders a drink and launches into song. More beer to have the harshest memories soften. More beer, more good to take into your coffin. More beer, more hopeless waiting. More beer, more gruesome dating. More beer. Punitive. Punitive. Unto disappearing islands, we're proud of the lives we lead. We left behind that island that caused us so much misery. But the tide laps our ankles in Brighton. What will they do when they discover that their island's disappearing too? The British Museum makes Americans jealous. Atlantis. Who needs Disneyland when you have your own life-size Atlantis? The British Museum, the scale is gigantic, but it's been washed right down to size by stones from the Atlantic. So buy your tickets now before it's washed away forever. The British Museum. The colonials can't help laughing. They were sick of being patronized. Those attitudes dated back to the days when the Queen was lionized. Now we finally got our own back. They are appalled that we are visiting their royal underwater world. The British Museum makes Americans jealous. Who needs Disneyland when you have your own life-size Atlantis? The British Museum, the scale is gigantic. It's been washed right down to size by the storms from the Atlantic. So buy your tickets now before it's washed away forever. The British Museum. But not in a month of Sundays did they think it would end like this. They'd expected another invasion from the European wilderness. Now a forest of carp and coral is all they see now that the channel stretches from New York to Brittany. The British Museum makes Americans jealous. Who needs Disneyland when you have your own life-size Atlantis? The British Museum, the scale is gigantic, and it's been washed right down to size by stones from the Atlantic. So buy your tickets now before it's washed away forever. The British Museum. Следващата песня Don't Be Afraid of the Metro. Не боитесь метро. Don't be afraid of the metro. The escalators do not bite. Don't be afraid of the off-duty cops getting drunk on Friday night. When they go off duty, that's when you should keep away. If you knew half the things they're planning on, you wouldn't want to stay. Don't be afraid to break the law, 'cause everybody else does too. These rules were made for someone else, they don't apply to you. And the penalty for keeping them, you do not want to know. Oh, if you make yourself transparent, you're held up for public show. Don't be afraid of the metro, the most efficient form of transportation. Keeps the city moving on and more advanced than the rest of the nation. It's one thing to be proud of the city, but another to be proud of yourself. Better buy a car, live in traffic jams to show off all your wealth. Some people seek pleasure, but just as many seek distress. So you're free from the arms that are safe and warm into the arms of the murderess. You're not sure why you like it better. It's just one of those things you do. And what if it turns out that in the end, the murderer is rarely you? It's just another page turner. The detective still collects his fee. He says, I sold every case that has come my way, but I haven't solved the mystery of me. Who would have thought it was so much trouble? You're ready to bust the world, but not bust your bubble. You thought you narrowed down the suspects, but the list keeps growing constantly. Well, everybody's motto is welcome to the mystery of me. Who would have thought it was so much trouble? You're ready to bust the wall, but not bust your bubble. Why did the lights go out on that same evening? Why didn't anybody want us? Locked in that lift with you for 2 whole hours. The minutes stretched out into years. I miss my chance to sing, I know it's over. Now it appears that we are trapped forever. For when we met we were too young. Now we're too old and I'm obedient. Please turn away while we put on our play and act like we're married. There's no one else while we're together. Act like we're married. You hold the whips, I wear the leather. Act like we're married. There are no other men and women, only us and us alone, to share this cozy bedsit we call home. Here's the stability you asked for, don't complain. If it were up to you, this song would carry no refrain. The demon drink is singing, it's a sherry we drink neat, as we knit in front of Coronation Street. May as well be 69. How me enact this wretched pantomime. Act like we're married, a pair of faithful old eccentrics. Act like we're married, a match of man and dominatrix. You wear the pants and hold the reins, but I refuse to let you pick my brains. Act like we're married, a cozy casket for two bodies, and there's nothing more to say about your eyes when we put out our play. Act like we're married. Keep on moving with the hood. I'd never join a nightclub that would let me in the door, or ever press a button if I knew what it was for. That's not to the liking of the mighty of this world. Rounding up the stragglers, we're moving with the herd. Moving with the herd. Moving with the herd. I don't fit the demographics, so they leave me off that chart. Another aberration, like a liar with a heart, a company with a conscience, a Doberman that purrs. We're hiding the anomalies, we're moving with the herd. Moving with the herd. Moving with the herd. Our company excursion features snowboarding and skiing, with lessons free for every standard human being. And if you think this corporate fun is pointless and absurd, you won't fall over anyway when moving with the herd. Moving with the herd. Moving with the herd. The photos have been posted up with detailed commentary, so you can learn the details of the miracle called me. My journal is a legend. Live the risen word. Sign up for your account today. We're moving with the herd. Moving with the herd. Moving with the herd. Sing the body corporate. We're moving with the herd. Moving with the herd. Moving with the herd. Though the aspic goats got a few more votes than the neon sign that says everything is fine, they both lost the race to a painting of a human face. Sometimes money tries to play games with what it buys. London won't crack, it's been treated in the best hospitals. It's had its lunch and swallowed its pills. It is slowly getting its strength back. London won't crack, it's been treated in the best hospitals. It's had its lunch and swallowed its pills. It is slowly getting its strength back. If Belgrade won't flinch, then Moscow won't bend, then London won't crack. If Belgrade won't flinch, then Moscow won't bend, then London won't crack. London won't crack. with a diamond skull stored inside their hull. They may rule the seas, other islands crave their luxuries. But back on home turf, it was beaten by a giant smurf, promoted over everything to the rank of pirate king. London won't crack, it's been treated in the best hospitals, had its lunch and swallowed its pills. It is slowly getting its strength back. London won't crack, it's been treated in the best hospitals, had its lunch and swallowed its pills. It is slowly getting its strength back. If Belgrade won't flinch, Moscow won't bend, then London won't crack. If Belgrade won't flinch, Moscow won't bend, then London won't crack. London won't crack. It was music to your ears and perfume to your nose, until a perfect editor turned poetry to prose. His garden serves the common good, potatoes must replace the useless rose. The one thing that he fears is the chaos of a mind that walks in self-defiance, leaving finished works behind. And so he throws away the fruit and makes us origami from the rind. Give us the strength not to grumble, and the courage not to put up a fight. Give us patience to learn not to retaliate, because it's not for us to say who is right. You say, give us a rousing chorus, but I know which song is truly sweet. It isn't the song of victory, it's the song to celebrate defeat. Fake up block could be cut back, and the skirt was explained. The juggernaut efficiency demolished what remained. And now we man the galleys, for we're sure we'll sing much better if we're tamed. So we'll give you a rousing chorus, because we know which song is truly sweet. It isn't the song of victory, it's a song to celebrate defeat. So give us the strength not to grumble, and the courage not to put up a fight. Give us patience to learn not to retaliate, because it's not for us to say who is right. Oh, you say, give us a rousing chorus, but I know which song is truly sweet. It isn't the song of victory, it's the song that celebrates defeat. Следующая песня называется «Vodka Slide». Oh, we're all going down the vodka slide. Drink up, mind your heads and step inside. We're all going down the vodka slide. Hold on, Shut your eyes, enjoy the ride. If you've lost direction, you won't meet with our rejection. You are not the only one without a clue. Bottles have been broken, brutal language has been spoken. If you lose your entry token, man will do. Going down the vodka slide, drink up. Mind your heads and step inside. Going down the vodka slide, hold on. Shut your eyes, enjoy the ride. It will take you far away beyond the myth of Saturday. Erase the memory of the daily grind. Better than a holiday in ancient Greece or Castaway. You'll find you travel farther in your mind. The lights go out across the park. We've learned to huddle through the dark and not to scream or otherwise complain. We do not fear this endless rush could turn our minds into a mush. This world is not a playground for the sane. We're all going down the vodka slide. Take your time, forget your pride. We're all going down the vodka slide. Drink up, drink up. Так, следующая песня Money Fight, денежная борьба. If I were the head of Coca-Cola and I were the head of Shell, I would make a brand of petrol soda. It would be a joy to sell. It would keep the people running smoothly. It would keep the cars awake. That's the way I want the world to be like. That's the sort of drink I'd make. Oh, and if we judge the market right, we'll have a money fight. So take out your dollars and your dimes, your euros and your ones. If we judge the market right. Once the CEOs had left the city, all the clouds were blown away. Was it something they were keeping secret that your team wouldn't say? Or were they just trashing their hotel rooms, eating caviar like Weetabix? Now that all the wealth's been shared among them, how they gonna get their fix? Oh, but if they've judged the market wrong, they'll say they were kidding all along. They don't care about who's right. They want a money fight. So take out your dollars and your dimes, your euros and your ones. If we judge the market right. Do you have the nerve? Do you have the nerve to fight for your advertising agency? Enlist in the copywriter's infantry, go out hunting heads. Do you have the nerve to write down the good news for governments when they put nails in the butter vats and glass in the eggs? Do you have the nerve? Do you have the guts to always nod your head, forgetting ifs and buts? If you have the nerve, and if you have the urge to trample all the rest, you might survive the purge. Do you have the nerve to battle your fellow employees? But if the management calls for it, to die for the cause? Do you have the nerve to be so goddamn impossible, to crown yourself corporate cannibal, the lord of the boss? Do you have the nerve? Do you have the drive to always be the first? You might come out alive if you have the nerve, and if you have the urge to trample all the rest, you might survive the purge. I almost believed there was profit from madness, joy from dejection, good lessons from sadness, compared to the lies that they taught at school prison. They praised manual labor, the Lord who had risen. And that wasn't all I got wrong. That wasn't all I got wrong. The architects told us the sheds were artistic, they're great fun to live in if you're masochistic. The city is snarled in perpetual gridlock, it goes on forever from rich block to poor block. In the town that got everything wrong, the town that got everything wrong. It got the best grades for its standard of living, a people so comfortable and unforgiving. When as to the west lies a city much tougher, that won't make you feel you were put here to suffer. In the town that got everything wrong, the town that got everything wrong. Cause with a stroke of good luck meant he never learned from a single mistake. Didn't matter how insane he behaved himself, next morning he's always awake. The future held no fear for him, the now was not built to last. He was more concerned for the night, but far in his unpredictable past. But in his favor, had a Pegasus license. In his favor, had a Pegasus license. Oh, when he called his friends to pick him up, they inquired are you still alive? And isn't it time you got a car? He said poets do not drive. There was a poet called Vincent Voiture, but he was born before the revolution. And driving up my flying horse, I found a quick solution. It's my savior, got a Pegasus license. In his favor, had a Pegasus license. I was in a house of my own making, what with all the drugs that I was taking, or at least the booze that I was drinking. Suicidal thoughts I had been thinking when I couldn't get much more dejected. Her arrival was so unexpected, suddenly appeared on my horizon, and the promise was so tantalizing. She put me on the straight and narrow. She was like a magic arrow, my refreshing spirit cleansing, guiding me like sharp tensing. She put me on the straight and narrow, such a lot of how to harrow, such a lot of lies I'd swallowed, such a lot of fools I'd followed. No talk you're converting, there's no dogma that I'll be asserting. It was nothing kind of systematic. She got busy writing in the attic, thought the pages never could have reached me, didn't know how much she had to teach me. International stash of Prozac clothes, nowhere near as brightly as her prose. She put me on the straight and narrow. She was like a magic arrow, my refreshing spirit cleansing, guiding me like sharp tensing. She put me on the straight and narrow, such a lot of how to harrow, such a lot of lies I'd swallow, such a lot of fools I'd follow. You probably thought I would never string all my sentences together. Temporarily missed comatose, but I always snap out of it kind of a dose. Going senile in public, how should up at home? My suffering is biblical, I'm alone, and how am I going to express all my pain without sight from my brain? I will show you things you've never seen. I could have the silver nice, I prefer the golden mean. Without sight to my brain, it's a pickled and shriveled up sponge. It's a product of its time, growing up under grunge. Mr. Petulant pop star is aching, but how do we know he's not faking? All the drugs and the self-flagellation do not always provide inspiration. But he's feeling quite ill for the night on the tops. The next living legend, a last living corpse. He says I'll continue to live in the strain without sight of my brain. I will show you things you've never seen. I could have the silver nice, I prefer the golden mean. Without sight of my brain, it's a pickled and shriveled up sponge. It's a product of its time, growing up under grunge. But right in the midst of this suffering world is innocent me. I demand to be heard. I've ruined my liver and torn out my heart. And with a new organ and I'll make a fresh start. With what's left of my brain, I will show you things you've never seen. I could have the silver nice, I prefer the golden mean. With what's left of my brain, it's a pickled and shriveled up sponge. It's a product of its time, growing up under grunge. Working on my plan to strike it rich in Kazakhstan, find work as an uncompromising genius. But the plan misfired and the Kazakhs sent me away. I've been practicing my chops, the amp's turned on and never stops, relaying signals fashioned by my twiddling. Oh, but the neighbors moan, I'll have to find another place where I control. Watch out if you're not a fan, 'cause I've been working on my plan. I was walking in the shoes that gave me such a nasty bruise and trying to find my way back to the border. But till I realized there was an ocean in the way, I've resigned myself to fate and Bruno's unrelenting hate. I'm sleeping in the garage of my brother-in-law. Oh, but it can't be long till I hit the charts, 'cause that's how every movie starts. Hero sticks it to the man. Yeah, I've been working on my plan now. I've been working on my plan. I was taking frantic notes on how to sow those wild oats the uncouth family friends are always talking about. Oh, but the fairy doesn't always work that way. Being a monk or being a drunk or drumming for a Christian punk band doesn't look like there are many options left for me. But I won't despair through the power of prayer or the power of my creepy stare. At least I'll get you drive that van. Yeah, I've been working on my plan. I've been working on my plan. I've been working on my plan. Everybody's celebrating 21st or 22nds. Bring other relations around to toast the child that old age beckons. Let's accept that soon we too will grow old and decrepit. Make way, please, for the ancient children of the 70s. But they won't invite me there, I'm hardly ever sober. Last time I was in their kitchen, I knocked someone's boyfriend over. I will miss the 23rds, engagements, funerals, weddings, wakes, easy to see. Everybody's having fun but me. On an evil evening when there's nothing going right, I will climb up to the summit in the Wellington night. I will look down on the city and will laugh when I can see, despite the hype, nobody's having fun but me. I will call your name whichever one it is. This gentleman, this businessman, he comes here on expenses. With his leering bunch over business lunch, he declares all ladies wenches. Out of it taken in by his perfumed skin and his middle-class behavior. His soul is dark, that's a vicious shark who is dressed up as your savior. No, don't do it, don't you know that you'll be drinking with the devil? He's the prince of vice, so you might think twice before you join his revel. No, don't do it, don't you know that you'll be drinking with the devil? His corrupt caress makes your hair a mess and your mind disheveled. He leaves you with the aura of being terribly successful, but the roses in his garden are all fertilized by cesspool. His multi-million empire deals in darkness and deceit. Don't slip out of that glassy pause, don't take a bite to eat. No, don't do it, don't you know that you'll be drinking with the devil? He's the prince of vice, so you might think twice before you join his revel. No, don't do it, don't you know that you'll be drinking with the devil? His corrupt caress makes your hair a mess and your mind disheveled. Cement. Pièce de ciment. That man who's always on LTV likes to talk about stability. Wish that I knew what he meant. Thought your words were written in cement. Wandered through the sweaty town to find you. The tar was wet, the cars were all on fire. The shoulder of the woman at the bus stop, emblazoned with the Chinese for desire. It will not last for flashes, not cement. We'll swear to give up the booze. Statesmen kick the habit of the ooze that spouts out of the ground. We should learn from our government. They build a city all out of cement. The grass cannot be found. We kiss beside the stacks of bricks and concrete. This building site's a home to cats and ghosts. The black stuff doesn't buy you what it used to. We're sick and tired of presidential boasts. He'd look good with cement up to his neck. Thought we had something happening here. Thought the words you said to me, my dear, written in cement. Thought we had something happening here. Thought the words you said to me, my dear, written in cement.